Law enforcement officers are concerned that they may be being targeted after they say someone shot at an officer and crashed into a law enforcement vehicle Sunday. And breaking news this morning is part of Highway 240 is shut down after a vehicle lost control and crashed.
The clouds roll in on your Tuesday morning with winds and scattered showers today. I'll get you prepared.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. It's Tuesday morning.
Yes, it is.
So
your favorite day of the week.
Well, on Wednesday it's midday, right? Midweek, right?
Yeah.
Thursday, you're close to the weekend. Friday, you're there. Monday, you have the afterglow of the weekend. We're going to get you through your Tuesday.
It's going to be a great Tuesday.
Wonderful. It's always a great Tuesday, but we have a little bit of shower activity to talk about, kind of on and off through tomorrow morning. So let's get everybody set up. Let's look outside. Legend Skycam Network. Again, good Tuesday morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest. We do appreciate it. As we move along in our morning, we're just going to see little bits of scattered showers. We'll have more sustained showers as we get to really a little in the afternoon, but as we get to our evening hours, especially, really all of our areas will see that shower activity. And then Ellensburg will have it stick around through tomorrow morning, possibly into the late morning hours. We're just seeing a hint going into Connell. We have snow in the Blue Mountain region and just a hint in the Cascades. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. So on and off showers. We're going to see some sunshine mixed in here as well, but more cloud coverage than sunshine. We are going to be just a tick cooler than we were yesterday, right around 53 for Yakima. In the Tri-Cities area, again, we're going to see a little bit of shower activity, mid 50s over in the Blue Mountain region, staying pretty much where we were yesterday, mid 50s. So folks, more cloud coverage, a little sun and scattered showers, especially in our evening hours. I'll get you set for that in my full forecast. That's coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Breaking news this morning, a section of westbound 240 in Kennewick is closed due to a fatal crash. The Kennewick Police Department says vehicles are being detoured at the hydroplane at the entrance of Columbia Park. Multiple emergency response agencies were dispatched to the scene east of Edison Street around 3:30 a.m. Here's what police say happened leading up to the crash.
Our squad tonight attempted to stop a vehicle with swap plates in the eastbound lanes of SR 240. The vehicle took off at a high rate of speed to where our patrol units immediately terminated their attempted traffic stop for the violation that I aforementioned. The vehicle continued on, and as the officers were stopped to where they were able to on view that the vehicle lost control.
We will provide more information as we get it. Early Sunday morning, Kennewick police say someone shot towards an officer on Edison Street, then allegedly led officers on a chase that ended with the suspect crashing into a Benton County Sheriff's Office vehicle. 35-year-old Antonio Martinez was arrested and is now facing charges of vehicular homicide and drive-by shooting. The passenger, 39-year-old Jessica Sanders, was reported to have died at the scene of the crash. This is just the most recent case of violence directed against local law enforcement.
Having two Tri-City law enforcement officers targeted in the last week is concerning, but we have to continue to do our jobs the same way that we're doing them already, using good tactics, providing great customer service, and doing our part in making the community safer.
Last Friday, a man allegedly shot a Pasco police officer who ended up in the hospital. Later on Good Morning Northwest, we have more information on what unfolded in Kennewick. The trial of a Kennewick man accused of shooting and killing a Washington police officer continued yesterday in Snohomish County. Richard Rotter allegedly shot and killed Everett police officer Dan Rocha when he was confronted in a Starbucks parking lot over the moving of guns from one car to the other. Jurors heard testimony from detectives and crime scene analysts. Detectives say Rotter had more than a dozen bags of drugs, several firearms, bullets, and several knives from his vehicle. Rotter is a convicted felon and it's illegal for him to be in possession of any firearms. Testimony will continue later today. Charges are pending against a Kennewick man who was hit by a car in Richland early yesterday morning. Authorities say 28-year-old Jaden Showerleen was taken to the hospital after he was hit by a car on State Route 240 just after 2 a.m. According to the Washington State Patrol, he was walking in the westbound lane. Trooper Chris Thorson says the driver in this case stayed at the scene to help, earlier this year, a pedestrian was hit and killed on 240, but in that case, the driver left the scene.
That's still an open investigation because the vehicle that hit that pedestrian fled the scene and we still don't know who it is.
41-year-old Rudy Madrigal was identified as the victim in that case. Authorities are still asking for help in identifying the person responsible. As for this case, charges against Showerline are still pending, as authorities say it is illegal to walk in the middle of the road. There's a critical shortage of forensic pathologists across the country, and state lawmakers are working on ways to incentivize young people to pursue it as a career. Senate Bill 5523 would provide up to $25,000 in loan repayment per year per participant for 4 years and hopefully get the state more qualified people in the long term. In the meantime, autopsy delays in places like Yakima County can mean lost evidence that police need to solve a crime and families may need to keep their loved ones safe.
If you've got somebody who's 45 years old and dropped dead from a heart attack, that's genetic risk. And basically, their kids in their teens and 20s need to get checked by a cardiologist like yesterday.
Senate Bill 5523 has passed the Senate and has been referred to a House committee. Well, we're not quite to wildfire season yet, but local crews are already preparing. The Yakima Fire Department says it's partnering with Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue on a fire training academy that started in January of this year. Cap KVU's Emily Goodell has a closer look at the benefits of this partnership.
Fire officials told me other training academies across the state are more expensive and are often fully booked. This way, by pooling their resources, they say they're saving money and putting themselves in charge of the schedule. The training teaches them how to respond to fires, wildfires, and incidents involving medical issues and hazardous materials. Most of the exercises taking place at the Yakima Training Center, but live fire training is done in Kittitas County. The program coming at a time when they're in dire need of more recruits.
As we hire 5, we lost 5. So the numbers we're trying to gain is kind of falling off because people are starting to retire, and rightfully so. But it's a crazy time for us. But by the end of this year, if all things are going well, we'll probably have 15 new firefighters.
This training session will be over by the end of the month, but there are 2 more training sessions coming up this year in May and September. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, Cap KVU Local News.
The Cadleck Foundation is equipping local sports complexes with AEDs. They presented the AEDs to youth sports teams in the area yesterday afternoon. There's been an effort to get more AEDs around the community in places that are readily accessible when needed. Michael Van Beek with Richland Fire and Emergency Services says only about 10% of people experiencing cardiac arrest survive.
This is partly because we don't have enough accessible AEDs available, and most bystanders are still hesitant to step in and take action. When sudden cardiac arrest strikes, every second counts, because for every minute that goes by, the chance of survival decreases by 10%.
They say the survival rate has increased in Richland due to more people in the community knowing how to do hands-only CPR. You can find a list of all the locations for the new AEDs on our website, yaktrynews.com. STCU and Cap KVU Local News are looking for community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step helping us all. If you know someone like this, please nominate them by clicking on contests at yaktrynews.com. Every 6 weeks or so, we choose a volunteer to profile on Cap KVU Local News, and STCU awards his or her organization a $1,000 gift. Thank you for nominating someone, and a big thank you to everyone who volunteers. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
Folks, we have a warmer morning this morning, but we have scattered showers throughout your day, even into tomorrow for some of our areas. I'll get you prepared for your Tuesday. My full forecast coming right up.
Plus, children's autism diagnoses have been on a constant rise since 2000, but some experts are saying that the rising numbers are a positive sign that the screening tools used to identify autism spectrum disorder are working. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
McCafe iced coffee is the perfect reward for those mornings that deserve a reward. Get a medium iced coffee, any flavor, for just $2. Take a treat retreat, available all day at McDonald's.
Hey, Katie, Luke, and Lionel. What's going on?
Next 5, American Idol judges Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan.
Does that say BFFs?
Today at 9 on Cap KView.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find a Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
We so amazing.
The stylish Chevy Equinox RS.
And
Chevy Blazer RS.
So captivating.
You don't have to be an influencer to be an influencer. The RS family of Chevy SUVs. Definitely worth a follow. Get 2.9% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Equinox models or get $1,000 cash allowance on all 2023 Equinox models. See your community Chevy dealers.
Gwyneth Paltrow hit and run trial on the bunny slope. Next extra, fallout from the latest testimony as Gwyneth's accuser takes the stand and the new evidence that could change everything. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Cap KView.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful.
Wow.
It's our boy.
So proud.
There's no better morning than a buy one, get one for $1 morning at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome back, everyone. It's 5:12 on this Tuesday morning. Well, the rate of children diagnosed with autism in the United States has been rising steadily since 2000. And new data from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention shows that continues to be the case. Mandy Gaither has a look at the latest numbers and why some of this data shows we're moving in the right direction when it comes to diagnosing autism spectrum disorder.
At first glance, it's a disturbing trend in the U.S. In 11 communities across the country that are monitored by the CDC, more children are being diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder.
2.8% of children, or 1 in 36, were identified as having autism.
Matthew Maynor with the CDC says 5 years ago in those same communities, 1 in 44 children were diagnosed with autism by age 8, up from 1 in 150 children in 2000.
Black, Hispanic, and Asian Pacific Islander children had a higher prevalence of autism compared to white children.
The CDC believes the rising numbers don't necessarily mean there are more cases of autism, but that screening tools are catching more of them, especially in minority populations.
Children with autism are a significantly underserved population in our country.
Pediatric psychologist Eric Butter with Nationwide Children's Hospital says this data shows that we're heading in the right direction when it comes to diagnosing autism.
The health equity and disparity issues are beginning to show some promise.
Early detection is critical. The Autism Speaks organization says treatment has a greater impact when children are young.
This report also is a call to action for us to develop more culturally informed intervention services that are able to meet these families where they are at.
Another CDC report released last week shows the U.S. suffered setbacks in early detection of autism in 2020 during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. The researchers say the data may help communities come up with ways to help children who got a delayed autism diagnosis because of the pandemic as they get older. Well, folks, coming up, while weather in the Tri-Cities has been fairly mild, that's not the case for a few other parts of the country as weather systems continue to cause devastation all over the United States. And I'll return with your first alert forecast right here on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us on this Tuesday morning.
It's springtime in one of the most magical places in the Northwest.
There's a great variety down there just because there's not only the landscape, there's always that sense of history in every one of those small communities.
The Palouse on Fly the Northwest.
There's something very personal about it.
KapKVU Local News at 6 tonight.
It's great to see you. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. In case you forgot, we have your all-you-can-eat salad bar, and we can seat groups of up to 50 people. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab. Enjoy your meal and save room for dessert. We have a happy hour and big screen TVs. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you next time.
For the first time in a while, the road ahead of us looks good. And it's about time. Since 1989, Arrow Construction Supply has been Washington and Idaho's leading provider of products and services for asphalt, concrete, and erosion control industries. We have all the products and equipment for sale and rent to get the job done. So if you're ready to make your road home as smooth as the road ahead, then you'll want Arrow paving the way. Arrow Construction Supply.
Do you have a current vehicle loan or lease? Do you want a low financing rate? Do you want a new ride? If you've answered yes, then stop what you're doing and get to Steve Hahn today. Stuck in a loan or lease? Steve Hahn wants to get you released and into any new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV with over 500 to choose from. With zero down and as low as 1.9% financing, even on used vehicles. Have a job clearing $350 per week? You're virtually approved today. SteveHahnAutoGroup.com.
There's something new from Better Than Bouillon. Introducing the Culinary Collection. Exciting new flavors like sofrito for casseroles or adobo for fajitas, each adding a little something special to all your family favorites. But don't take our word for it. The Culinary Collection from Better Than Bouillon.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's right here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
E.T. followed by Extra tonight at 7 on KapKVU. Now, KapKVU First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful Monday and a nice Tuesday so far. Well, scattered showers today. We've already seen just a hint of it this morning. We are windy into the afternoon, then we'll see slowing winds into our evening hours. And folks, our temperatures are still staying below average. So scattered showers a little bit in the Connell area. We have snow very light snow in the Blue Mountain region, but it's kind of accumulating just to the southwest of our areas, even a little bit just to the east and west and south of Yakima. So we do expect to see more shower activity coming into our area. So as we head in the morning, just very scattered. So we should be staying mostly dry in the morning, but as we get into our evening hours, it looks like it's going to accumulate in Ellensburg, possibly in the Yakima area and along the Blues. And as we head into our evening hour, this is going to be the most sustained push. As we move into our overnight period, then it's going to accumulate right near Ellensburg into tomorrow morning and maybe even into the later part of the morning. Then we have scattered showers around us. We could see a little bit get to us in the Walla Walla area as we get into Thursday morning. So really these scattered showers are kind of sticking around. So we're going to keep a close eye on that for Thursday morning. But again, scattered showers today could stick in the Ellensburg area through tomorrow. So we are much warmer this morning, mid to upper 40s for the Blue Mountain region and the lovely Mid-Columbia. A little cooler the more west we go, but still 37 in Ellensburg. We're above the freezing level across the board, so much warmer than yesterday at this time. Actually, Ellensburg is 15 degrees warmer than yesterday. So we continue to see cooler than average or right at average temperatures. So for the week ahead, mostly 50s for all of our areas for highs, some upper 40s. So cool conditions still sticking around. We have that wind advisory still for the Pendleton area and the foothills of the Blues in northeastern Oregon. 25 to 35 mile per hour winds, 55 mile per hour gusts possible. That's until the afternoon, and for all of our areas, those winds will start to slow down into the afternoon, into the evening. So we are in the double digits through Pendleton, the Blues, and Connell as well at 14. So a little blustery this morning, and we expect winds to lighten up tomorrow, and then we're going to have a steady rise up to Saturday. We're going to be seeing 20 to 25 mile per hour winds for the Tri-Cities. So that means we could see up to 30 mile per hour sustained for some of our outside areas, Pendleton and Ellensburg. So just get ready for some heavy winds to be on the way. Our highs today, mid to lower 50s, almost on par, maybe a touch cooler than we saw yesterday. So just be prepared for a bit of a chilly Tuesday, mid to upper 50s, for the Mid-Columbia and over the Blue Mountain region, right in the mid to lower 50s. 7-day forecast. Again, we could even see a little bit of rain-snow mix this morning for Yakima, changing to rain as the day goes on. Up to 61 by Thursday, and then mid to lower 50s starting Friday into our weekend. And that's Saturday when we expect those heavy winds. We could see a little bit of shower activity as well. In the Tri-Cities area, mid to upper 50s through Wednesday, lower 60s Thursday and Friday, and chance of showers when those winds hit. So for today, we have a good chance of seeing some scattered showers, especially in the evening hours, maybe a little bit this morning, but do get ready for more clouds than sunshine today and a touch warmer temperatures throughout.
Severe weather is causing havoc in several parts of the U.S. The Southeast is dealing with the aftermath of confirmed tornadoes, while more rain and snow are striking the already drenched state of California. John Lawrence reports.
Parts of California are getting clobbered with another major winter storm system, which grew in strength over the Pacific Ocean. A wind advisory is in effect for more than 15 million people in California and Oregon through Tuesday, and the National Weather Service has warned residents about the potential threat of downed trees and power outages. Last year, all of California was in a drought, but this unusually strong winter has resulted in record-setting snowpack and nearly full reservoirs. Meanwhile, in the Southeast,
you're looking at where, right here, where the house was sitting, and the steps were right in front of the sidewalk.
people are dealing with the aftermath of the vicious weather over the weekend, where more than 20 fatalities were reported. David Brown says his parents were among the victims who were killed while the storm was ravaging Rolling Fork, Mississippi.
They're in heaven right now. And I was told that they passed away in each other's arms.
The Biden administration vows assistance is on the way for those in need.
We remain committed to doing everything we can to help those impacted by these storms and help them recover.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Preliminary surveys from Georgia officials say an EF3 tornado tore through Troup and Meriwether County. No deaths were reported, but some areas saw significant damage. The state's governor, Brian Kemp, has issued a state of emergency. President Biden's pick to lead the Federal Aviation Administration is bowing out. Philip Washington had faced questions from Senate lawmakers about his background in aviation, which is limited, spending just the last 2 years as CEO of Denver International Airport. The Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation delayed voting on whether to recommend that he take the job, and amid the delay, Washington withdrew from the nomination. This comes as the aviation industry is facing a lot of scrutiny and a lot of very public problems. We've had multiple cases of close calls and near misses on the runway, plus extreme delays and cascading cancellations at times. Experts predict that spring break travel this year could beat pre-pandemic records, but the head of the U.S. Travel Association says those numbers could have been even bigger.
The air travel system is under great stress. We're seeing it with delays, we're seeing it with cancellations, and that is leading some travelers to say, you know what, I would travel more if we could fix that air travel experience.
The FAA is already warning that we could see even more travel troubles into the summer because of a shortage of air traffic controllers, especially at some key airports on the East Coast. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, it's time to get your telescopes out as a rare celestial event is set to take place this week.
If you've been seriously injured, some insurance companies are quick to offer a settlement in their best interest. Hire a law firm that will work hard for you. For over 30 years, Allen Brecky Law Offices has been representing accident and injury victims.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. So let's drive on and make the future we want to see together.
Get 0 for 36 plus $2,000 trade-in cash on an in-stock 2022 Escape, only at your local Ford dealer.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Is it too late to call in sick?
No sick days for rookies.
Simone, there's no way you can catch him.
Sure about that?
Next ET.
Hey, I'm Hayden Panettiere. This is my ET retrospective. We're going to go through some of my iconic moments.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
It's Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. Survival rates are as high as 90% with early detection. There's more information at yaktrynews.com.
Colon cancer screenings save lives. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. So let's drive on and make the future we want to see together.
Get 0 for 36 plus $2,000 trade-in cash on an in-stock 2022 Escape, only at your local Ford dealer.
If you've been seriously injured, some insurance companies are quick to offer a settlement in their best interest. Hire a law firm that will work hard for you. For over 30 years, Allen Brecky Law Offices has been representing accident and injury victims.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Earlier this year, we got to see Venus and Jupiter light up the night sky together, and now there's another big lineup getting into position.
Oh, we're talking about 5 planets that came into alignment on Friday. They'll be in place for the next couple of weeks, but astronomers say your best chance to see them is tonight, when the planets will be visible just below the crescent moon.
Now, the only problem is here in our area, we might not see much of the night sky at all.
Yeah, that is a shame. I love celestial events, but
it's so fascinating.
It is still going to be around for the next couple of weeks. So I know tonight's the best night to see it, and we might see a crevice to see it really quickly, but still, especially along the Yakima, Ellensburg areas, a lot of cloudy conditions tonight.
Yes, yeah.
Rats.
Well, hopefully see it in the next few weeks.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of weather, let's take a look outside. All of your full weather forecast that's coming right up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, more details have emerged about the person authorities say is responsible for a shooting at a Nashville private school that left 6 people dead. And the Supreme Court is hearing a case on whether or not individuals without disabilities can sue for accessibility violations.
In today's Tech Bites, improvements to Microsoft's Teams. The company says it has redesigned the app, making it up to 2 times faster than the previous version. Microsoft says Teams now offers smoother scrolling while using 50% less memory, and it will support AI features. Google has shut down Fitbit's social features. Monday was the final day for challenges, adventures, and open groups. Fitbit said the features had limited use and they were being removed to streamline the app. The move also means earned trophies are also gone. And finally, Apple just expanded its emoji collection. The new operating system adds 21 new emojis, including a goose, a moose, maracas, and 3 new colored hearts. Cellular calls also have voice isolation to block out ambient noise, and there's also a series of bug fixes. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember they can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft.
Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody.
Sorry.
Charmin Ultra Soft is now even softer, so you'll want more. But it's so absorbent, you can use less, so it's always worth it.
Now, what did we learn about using less?
You gotta roll it back, everybody.
Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Popcorn. Denture disaster, darling. We need Polygrip before crispy popcorn. Let's fix this. Polygrip Power Hold and Seal gives our strongest hold and 5 times food seal.
If your mouth could talk, it would ask for
Polygrip.
Finding a subtly sweet tea is easy.
Nice, right?
Huh. Pure Leaf, subtly sweet.
But saying no in a subtly sweet way?
Impressive.
Takes practice.
But absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Pure Leaf, lower sugar. Just the right amount of sweetness.
New information has been released about the person authorities say left 6 dead in a shooting at a private school in Nashville. And a case set to be heard by the Supreme Court can determine whether or not people without disabilities can sue establishments for accessibility violations.
The clouds roll in on your Tuesday morning with winds, scattered showers, plenty to talk about today. I'll get you prepared.
From KapKView Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. We've made it to Tuesday. We're moving along in the week, as I like to say.
Yes, we are.
How are you this morning, Jill?
I'm doing well, Jason. How are you?
Excellent. I am great. Hope you are great. And, well, let's take a look outside. Let's get you ready for the day. A little bit of rain in some areas this morning, but not too much if it did come to your area. Very, very light, and we do expect to see scattered showers throughout your day. Looks like the most sustained showers will come in our evening hours, but we're still seeing just a little bit around the Connell area, just north of the Tri-Cities. And again, though, if you see it, though, come to your region, it will be very light snow in the Blue Mountain region. So as we move along in our day, we're going to see some scattered showers, maybe even some early rain-snow mix. But with the temperatures the way they are this morning, we're much warmer than we were yesterday. It should just melt by the time it hits the ground. Highs are just a touch off of what we saw yesterday, mid to lower 50s today. We will see some sunshine breaking through, especially in the early hours. But again, folks, keep an eye out for some shower activity, possibly at noon. Best chance will be in the evening hours. And folks, we are still staying cool as we're moving along in these early days of spring. I'll get you ready for that and the week ahead, my forecast. That's coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
We have new images from the deadly school shooting in Nashville. President Biden has ordered flags at half-staff for the 6 victims, 3 of them young children. Overnight, investigators say they found more weapons at the shooter's home. All of this coming as we learn more about the victims. And we do want to warn you, the surveillance images from the school are disturbing. ABC's Lindsay Watts is in Nashville with the latest.
This morning, newly released surveillance video showing the moments leading up to the deadly school shooting in Nashville. The shooter firing through a glass door, armed with 2 assault-type weapons and a pistol. Seen here in pictures released by police. Once inside, authorities say Audrey Hale shot and killed 6 people, including 3 children.
I was literally moved to tears to see this, and
the kids as they were being ushered out of the building.
The young victims, 9 years old. They're identified as Evelyn Dickhouse, Haley Scruggs, and William Kinney. The head of the school, Catherine Kuntz, was also killed, along with teacher Cynthia Peak and custodian Mike Hill.
We just need to embrace those that are grieving because we grieve with them.
Police patrol cars outside the school were left riddled with bullet holes. Authorities say Hale fired at officers from a second-story window. According to police, 2 officers ran toward the gunfire, shooting and killing Hale just 14 minutes after the first 911 call.
There's multiple victims down inside the school. Shooter is down now as well.
Authorities say they strongly believe Hale, described as a 28-year-old female who identifies as transgender, was a former student at the private Christian school. Overnight, police say they found more guns and evidence at Hale's home. A motive remains under investigation. Gun violence is the #1 cause of death for children in America, recently surpassing car crashes. In Washington, advocates for gun reform once again demanding tougher measures.
Oh, this person had 2 AR-15s and a handgun. You don't need this to go hunting. You don't need that to protect your family.
Congressman Tim Burchett, who represents Knoxville, Tennessee, called the shooting horrible, but says there is no need to ban assault weapons.
I don't think you're going to stop the gun violence. The common thread is you've got somebody who's mentally ill and evil.
Police say Hale prepared for yesterday's attack with detailed maps and also left behind writings that will be part of the investigation. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Nashville.
Should you be able to file a lawsuit against businesses in violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act if their policies don't impact you? Well, here's the situation. A hotel owner in Maine says the same woman has filed hundreds of lawsuits against hotels, including theirs, claiming their websites aren't in compliance with ADA requirements. The hotel owner claims that these so-called testers typically don't visit the businesses they sue, and they're just trying to make money by threatening legal action to get a settlement payment. But attorneys for the tester says she's working to make sure that the Americans with Disabilities Act is enforced. The Supreme Court has agreed to hear the case. Now, this is something that happened about 2 years ago in Richland. 8 businesses were served with lawsuits claiming they weren't up to ADA compliance. Court documents state a Benton County man who's a quadriplegic enlisted the help of a Spokane attorney to sue businesses within the Uptown Shopping Center, as they were also dealing with the effects of the pandemic. Later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll tell you what happened with the multiple court cases. Jason Valentine is here now with a look at your forecast.
Folks, we see a little bit of scattered showers today, more clouds, a little sun, a lot going on in your Tuesday. I'll get you prepared with my forecast. That's coming up.
And Americans seem to be feeling a little less generous, with some blaming tipping fatigue as a reason they keep a tight hold of their wallets.
Is it too late to call in sick?
No sick days for rookies.
Simone, there's no way you can catch him.
Sure about that?
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
It's here. It's now. The Grand National RV Show. R&R RV North Spokane is hosting the Grand National RV Show March 23rd through April 1st. Shop over 120 RVs inside the West Coast's largest indoor showroom. Motorhomes, camper vans, fifth wheels, and trailers. The time to buy is now. The Grand National RV Show. March 23rd through April 1st. Indoors at R&R RV North Spokane. Special show pricing, giveaways, and food vendors on site. Visit rnrrv.com for more info.
Hey Ham Fam! Easter is April 9th, and Honey Baked Ham is your Easter dinner headquarters. Bring home our famous slow-smoked, fully cooked, spiral-cut hams, dripping with our handcrafted, mouth-watering glaze. Or try our smoked or oven-roasted turkey breast. At Honey Baked Ham, we have your complete meal with a host of delicious sides and decadent desserts ready for you to bring home. Spend less time in the kitchen and more time with your family this Easter. Place your order today, give us a call, or order online at myhoneybakedstore.com.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Hit the ground running in the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet. Like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, or the Ridgeline, made more rugged with better off-road performance, and more capable with different driving modes available to conquer snow, mud, and sand. Adventure on in the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
It's 5:51 on this Tuesday morning. Well, Americans feeling less generous as more and more quick service restaurants like coffee shops and fast food are giving customers the option to tip. Fewer and fewer people are coughing up the cash. Chris Wynn explains what's driving the backlash.
18% gratuity is already included in the bill. Girl, it's water.
Across social media, a backlash to the growing number of quick service restaurants like Starbucks and Panera asking customers to tip. It's up 11% from pre-COVID levels, according to data from Toast, a restaurant management software company.
You had a tip at the bottom? A tip? For what?
That's a little too crazy for me, and I refuse.
The average tipping percentage at these places is down, dropping to just below 16%. Professor Depayan Biswas has studied tipping for a decade. He says this new tipping trend started with the boom of digital kiosks.
That's when these businesses realized they can put in a tipping option and earn a lot of money. If you're adding 10%, 20%, that's a huge jump in revenue for a lot of these businesses. And the digital interface facilitated that.
He's concerned the backlash could spread to other services.
That's my biggest worry, that it might actually affect the industry where it really matters the most, the full service restaurants where the servers don't even make minimum wage.
According to Toast, a restaurant management-based software company, close to 50% of fast food restaurants now ask customers if they would like to give a little extra to pay the staff. Well, coming up, authorities in Tacoma seize massive amounts of drugs and weapons in a multi-state drug bust. And folks, I'll return with a look at your first alert weather forecast. I'll get you ready for this Tuesday morning. Folks, you're watching Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us, everyone.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Hey, Katie, Luke, and Lionel. What's going on?
Next 5, American Idol judges Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan.
Does that say BFFs?
Today at 9 on Cap KVU.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0.9 for 60 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 22 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard and Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
I'm getting backyard cookout vibes. Inside? Oh, that's the new DQ Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burger. Now you can take the backyard anywhere with honey barbecue sauce and house-made Hidden Valley Ranch. You guys are taking this backyard anywhere thing really seriously. Maybe next time you'll take that DQ Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burger to, you know, the actual backyard.
We need a hose.
Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
There's something new from Better Than Bouillon. Introducing the Culinary Collection. Chef-created flavor combinations like smoky chipotle and Italian herb that add a little something special to your family favorites. But don't take our word for it. The Culinary Collection from Better Than Bouillon.
Gwyneth Paltrow hit and run trial on the bunny slope. Next extra, fallout from the latest testimony as Gwyneth's accuser takes the stand and the new evidence that could change everything. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Cap KVU.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Next ET.
Hey, I'm Hayden Panettiere. This is my ET retrospective. We're going to go through some of my iconic moments.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KVU.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0.9 for 60 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 22 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
It's springtime in one of the most magical places in the Northwest.
There's a great variety down there just because there's not only the landscape, there's always that sense of history in every one of those small communities.
The Palouse on Fly the Northwest.
There's something very personal about it.
Cap KVU local news at 6 tonight. Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
We had a wonderful Monday and a nice morning this morning. We do have scattered showers today, more scattered than not. I'll get to that in our future cast. We are windy into the afternoon, then things will slow down wind-wise into our evening hours into tomorrow. And folks, we're still staying quite a bit below our average for this time of year, so cool temperatures still persist, though we are warm this morning. So a little bit of shower activity hanging around the Connell area. The bulk of it is hanging in the Dalles in the northern part of Oregon and over into the Cascades. So just a little bit bleeding into our areas this morning. We do expect to see, though, more of it to come in, especially as we get to our evening hours. So as we move along in the morning, still a chance of a scattered shower or two, but then as we move into our afternoon, we're going to see it start to accumulate in Ellensburg, possibly in the Yakima area if it moves just a little bit west. And then as we get to our evening hours and into our overnight, all of our areas are going to see some precipitation, and then it might accumulate right in the Ellensburg area with a little bit of rain snow mix tomorrow morning. And then we'll start to see more scattered showers until we get to Thursday morning, when it could be just kind of settling in for the Blue Mountain region. So quite a bit of shower activity on the way, but it will be very quick if it does come to your area, except for Ellensburg overnight. It could stick around there for a bit. So mid to upper 40s for the Blue Mountain region, the Mid-Columbia. Much warmer than yesterday. Just to give you an idea, it was 22 at this time yesterday in Yakima, so 18 degrees warmer there. We are above the freezing level across the board, which is good news since we do have precipitation in the region. So our temperature trend, we're remaining below or just at our average for this time of year. This is for the Tri-Cities. So for the week ahead, highs are going to be mostly in the 50s, maybe a couple of upper 40s, especially for Ellensburg. But still, folks, we are just not seeing any real deviation from just below our average. And it's been that way for the past few weeks. So wind advisory is still good for the Pendleton area, 25 to 35 mile per hour sustained winds. We expect that to end at 3 o'clock, and then winds across the board are going to slow down as we get into the evening hours and into tomorrow. So current wind speeds, we are seeing a bit of a push as we are in the Blue Mountain region. We are in double digits, Connell. So a little bit of breezy conditions. That'll continue till after our afternoon hours. So we're going to slow down wind-wise tomorrow and then just steadily build up to Saturday with 25 mile per hour winds. Could be even 30 to 35 sustained winds, Ellensburg and Pendleton areas. So do get ready for quite a blustery Saturday ahead, and some shower activity possible Saturday as well. Mid to lower 50s for the Yakima Valley, 52 for Ellensburg, one of our few cities to be warmer than yesterday. Mid to lower to upper 50s for the Mid-Columbia, kind of all over the place. and in the Blue Mountain region, mid to lower 50s. So most of our cities are just a tick off what we saw yesterday. So about a 60% chance of seeing a little bit of shower activity today for Yakima, up to 61 on Thursday, and then mid to lower 50s as we head into our next work week and our weekend. Overnight lows are staying warm until we get to our weekend. In the Tri-Cities area, lower 60s Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday will be the best days of our week, and then back to the upper 50s for your weekend. So folks, scattered showers today, especially in our evening hours. Those winds will be slowing down as we move into the evening hours as well. Just get ready for more cloud coverage than sun today.
27 people have been indicted by a grand jury for drug trafficking in Washington state and other states, including the alleged leader who is believed to be a member of a white supremacist prison gang. Lionel Donovan has more.
Authorities collected large amounts of guns, drugs, and money in this operation. One of the defendants is accused of distributing those drugs here in the South Sound, just one part of an international operation.
Good morning.
Local, state, and federal officials gathered in Tacoma this morning to announce a major victory.
I'm extremely proud to say thank you to our state, federal partners. We needed this, and we appreciate our partnership with you. Thank you.
Agents seized massive amounts of drugs, guns, and money last Wednesday in a multi-state takedown operation in Washington and Arizona.
Indicted 27 defendants.
U.S. Attorney Nick Brown says the operation was the result of months of investigation into a drug ring with connections to the Aryan family, a white supremacy group active in Washington state prisons. Brown called the operation significant.
Approximately 1.9 million doses of fentanyl and more than 230 pounds of methamphetamine.
Acting DEA Special Agent Jacob Galvin says that's enough fentanyl to kill everyone in Seattle and Tacoma and poison an additional 500,000 people. U.S. Attorney Brown said he's not only concerned with the drugs coming from Mexico, but the guns that are going to Mexico. Brown says 225 firearms were seized throughout the course of this investigation. Robert Hammer of Homeland Security says many of those weapons could have made their way to Mexico to land in the hands of cartels. Brown says that's unacceptable.
To see all these weapons, as Special Agent Hammer said, go down to Mexico, where the cartels are engaged in daily violence and people are dying on a daily basis, and knowing that those weapons are principally coming from the United States of America is a significant problem that we have to address.
Tacoma Police Chief Avery Moore says this kind of collaboration with federal authorities is vital in combating crime.
Just because you can't see what's going on doesn't mean nothing's going on. We are constantly committed to our goal to make this city the safest in the country. And this is one step towards that.
When we come back, 4 Missouri women make history as part of the first all-female firefighter crew in St. Louis history.
My son-in-law, Dr. Barrientos, and myself took over this practice in 2013. Our philosophy is that the power that made the body heals the body. As we remove the interference to the nervous system through chiropractic adjustments, then the body can take over and heal. We use several different techniques in our office. Many of our patients come to us after having minor pains and discomforts. Some are caused by falls, some are caused by motor vehicle accidents, work injuries. We treat all of those things here at our office and see very good response to those treatments.
So here at Westside Chiropractic Center, we offer Invisired, which is the only FDA-cleared IRB clinically proven device to provide weight loss reduction, fat reduction, and inch loss. And we were able to target fat, cellulite, stretch marks, and all that kind of stuff, all in this matter of 12 sessions, which ends up helping you lose anywhere between about an inch per session. And we also offer spinal decompression, which is a mechanical traction of the spine. We help all kinds of people, anywhere from your soccer mom that's stressed out about the holidays to those poor people that are in a car accident or an LNI injury, so that they're able to continue to go to work or continue to function in society.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
He's going to speak now.
The bad news. Most cell companies only give you discounts if you meet their hidden requirements.
I bet he says the good news now.
The good news. US Cellular gives you $500 off any phone when you choose an unlimited evolved plan. No plan restrictions or trade-ins needed.
So nice.
So, friend who always has a broken phone can finally get a new one.
It's just a scratch.
It's broken.
Oh.
It's busted.
We're good. Oh no.
Get $500 off any phone with no hidden requirements. US Cellular, built for us.
At Vapiano, we invite you to slow down, enjoy the journey. Make a reservation today. Taste wine where it's created. Sample a variety of wines from Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estates, Walla Walla.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
Check out the Palouse in spring on Fly the Northwest tonight.
All right, let's head closer to home on this Tuesday morning. Just a touch warmer in Ellensburg today. Our other cities are going to be cooler, but we're going to be seeing scattered showers, especially in our evening hours. Could it even be in the form of rain-snow mix into tomorrow morning for the Ellensburg area. For the Yakima Valley, mid to lower 50s, 40% chance of that rain-snow mix this morning, but better chance of sustained showers in our evening hours. That's pretty much the same story for the Mid-Columbia. Highs in the mid 50s. We are going to see some sun breaks today, but more clouds than not. And over in the lovely Blue Mountain region, mid to lower 50s. As we're just a little bit cooler though this morning. We are much warmer for your wake up hours. So folks, get ready for a little bit of shower activity. I'll have your full forecast coming up.